Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I thought I'd do a little bit of mixed media today for the Sunday. I want to carry on doing my Sunday mixed media and having a little play because I really enjoy it. Now I have started the page. I'm working in the book that I was working in last year, so I still got a few pages left, so I want to get it all finished up and then we can start a new one. So I have already got the sort of like base on my page, which is some gesso. Again, I've got some book paper, I've got a little bit of fabric, and I've got a little bit of lace in there as well. But what I wanted to show you first was I do have a new gesso. I got a new gesso for Christmas, and if you can see, I'm hoping you can, on round the edges here, it's all the big gloopy stuff. So I don't want to obviously throw this stuff away, so I was going to just pop it on here and give it some texture. So it's gone so thick it's like texture paste. So I thought I would just give a little bit of texture on here today just to use it up. I've still got some in the bottom, but I wanted to use this up before it dries up, and I thought it'd be a good chance just to rub it on the page and let that dry before I start. So I just wanted to show you, I do have some lace on here which looks really nice, but I wanted to just a little bit more. I suppose you could probably use this through stencils as well. It probably will take a little bit longer. That's a bit hard, probably take a little bit longer to dry, but I'm going to just quickly leave this for a second. I want to put a napkin on here. Now I found this one, I had a little rummage through my napkin bin, which it's like a big plastic container I have, and I got hundreds and hundreds of napkins. So I just popped my hand in and picked this one out, and I just loved the colours. Now I also have some lovely colours here which I think will work really well, and again it's the Distress Oxides. So we've got this beautiful bird. Oh gosh, I'm stuck. So I'm going to use that on there and just add. So I'm going to do it quite a basic one. So I will be back. Oh, hang on, I've got these as well. I've got some of these pencils. These are Arteza watercolor pencils, so I'm going to use those in there as well. So I'm just going to be 2 seconds. I'm just going to dry this off, and then I will be back. Okay, so I think that's pretty much dry now. I have torn the napkin around, so I've got the one where the bird is sort of like coming in, which I think looks really nice, and this was the piece of napkin that came from the top, so I thought I might just sort of like stick that down at the side. So I'm going to, I think, just do a little bit of a background. Let's pop those to the side. So I thought maybe just a little bit of blue so it looks like sort of sky sort of down here, just so because it's got sort of like blue on the back of that napkin. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of blue on there, a little bit of water, so just a little play around. Let me just get a brush. I had one here a minute ago. That's it, just brush it. I don't want it too dark. I want a little bit, and you can just see the lovely texture in the back of that. A little bit more up here. I don't spray my distress inks. I take them out with the little spray nozzly bit because they just absolutely go everywhere. They make such a mess. So that's why I do it like that. Let's put a little bit of that on. So I want to make sure that's not going to be in the way. Let's have a little bit of green down here. A bit up here. Just put a lovely green. Nice and bright. It's almost like a yellow, isn't it? I think I've used this one before. I found out it was quite brightly coloured. So this is scattered, what was it, scattered straw. I think these are a bit too yellow, a little bit too yellow. Let's bring in some bundled sage. Got a little bit of green in here. So bring that colour down a little bit. Onto that piece of lace, and maybe onto this piece of lace here, which looks nice. Love that. I do like that. What else have we got? My favourite, which is the frayed burlap. Let's pop a little bit on there. Love this colour. Push that down. Okay, I'm just going to give that a quick dry. Love it. Okay, so let me just pop this one on here a second, see what that's like. Now we want some of this. I don't want to put the napkin on yet, so let's just have a little bit of this coming through, just down through here. Bring this lovely colour in. This one is Seedless Preserve, which is beautiful, isn't it? All down there. Dry it again. Okay, oh, I love those colours. Let's just pop these out of the way. I'm going to stick this on. Oh, I do like that. I think that looks lovely, doesn't it? Lovely bit of colour. Now let me just get a brush to pop on some matte medium, just to stick our napkin down. Pop that down. A little bit down there for the other bit of napkin. Be very gentle, make sure it doesn't rip. Pat it down, just sort of like pat it down. That's ripped there, that's too much glue. Silly Billy, there's lots of glue on here, so let's just stick that down. I can cut those little bits off in a minute. I'm going to take this piece, just stick that down there, like that. Love it, that looks really nice. Now let's just, right, I'm going to just quickly just go over that with the heat gun before I mess it up too much. Okay, love it. A little bit, stick that down there. Perfect. Okay, that looks good. Shall we add a little bit of the pencil in here? What shall we go for? Should we just go for, I think it might just be a little bit too wet still. A little bit of green. I actually go in with a little bit of purple. Now I do like using these on here because it's quite subtle in some places, but I will do a close-up again at the end just so you can see some of the beautiful texture in here. I think that's a little bit wet. Now where is my watercolor brush? In here. Lovely. Love that. Come on, go for a little bit of this. Just down there. Love it. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of gesso on top. What shall I use? Shall I use this? Let me just... this. Let me get my lid. There we go, that's better. Love this. Okay, I'm going to quickly dry this. Okay, now let's see, let's go in with a little bit of this darker green just through here. There's some fabric on this bit. I think it's still a little bit wet under there. That's the piece of lace on there. And this is the lace down here. So for maybe a darker one, let's go in. There we are. So these are lovely because they are watercolor pencils, so obviously they blend really lovely in here. Gosh, it feels like I haven't done any sort of like mixed media for ages. And I do love it. Just to see what you end up with at the end as well. Looks good. Let's try our purple. Let's get a little bit of darker purple in here. Now I am going to put a lid on that. Go in, which I probably shouldn't, with my Stabilo. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Don't want to ruin it. It just needs a little bit of definition, I think, with the black. A little bit down here, because it's a little bit too blendy, I think. There we go. Love that. You can see then that this has actually got a little bit of texture on it. It gives it a little bit more sort of dimension on there, doesn't it? I think. Gosh, that's nice. I do like that. Picks up all the lovely colour when it all mixes and all the sort of like texture in there. Nice. A little bit round this side. That looks nice, doesn't it? Stand up so I can have a look. A bit more around here. Don't really want to do too much on the bird because it's probably sort of a little bit wet from the gluing it down. I did mess it up a little bit there, but it's still wet, so I don't really want to go in there. Do love these colours together. A bit more down here. Gorgeous. Now I do have a new white Posca pens. Now Andy bought me some lovely white ones. They're 4 different sizes of black and 4 different sizes of white. So I'm going to just go in there, give this little white one a shake, I think, and just see, this works so much better than my last one. Just highlight some of these little bits on here. Just go around, maybe I'll go in here, look. Beautiful little bird in here. A bit under there. Lovely. I do like this. Will that come out on there? Just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of white highlight on there. Loving that. I do love that. Now where's my other? Let's go in. I'll go in just with a little bit more. Don't want to overdo this one. It just needs a... I think I will just put it on there without actually wetting it. Just leave it as it is. Just to give it that little darkness. Love it. Probably do with a little bit of a splatter on some of this. Which colour should we use? Shall I use blue? Do you think that will come out? Just a tiny bit of blue around here. I'm going to dry that. Love it. Now I'm going to go in, I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm just going to pop in with a tiny bit of gesso just over here. There we go. I feel like I should put some sort of saying on here as well, but I don't have anything at the moment, so I think I might just leave it like that. So it's almost like a little tropical one, isn't it? Which I think looks really nice. So I think I'll leave it like that because I will probably ruin it because I can't do much more on there because it's still really wet. But I'm going to leave it like that. That was a nice fun play, I think it came out really nice. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, take care, stay safe, and enjoy your rest of your day. All right, bye bye.